early morning fence building is like my favorite time. All right, that should be enough to get back on the other side. So we don't want them to eat the apple trees. They will eat every leaf off of them. All right, since I have an extra post, I'm gonna fix my corner because I don't like the look of it. And then build cross fences so that he has like, I think he goes straight across and then makes like 6 sections of grass. And then he'll put them in, and then as he moves them, he just takes off the gate handle and moves them into the next one and takes off and moves it, like, so they just work their way around the field. Because if you don't do that, they'll go through and pick out all their favorite grass and then just trample the rest of it, and it doesn't work very well. But if you do it this way, like, you can put them in, like, this was all burdocks and weeds and just undesirable stuff, and they were like, oh, well, if this is what we've got to eat, and they ate it all day.
How many heads does he have?
I can't remember exactly. I think he has over 30 now, because there were, I believe, 10 babies born this year. And so that's 10 mothers. And then there's maybe 5, 6. I want to say he's got 10 that didn't have babies, 10 babies, and 10 mothers at least. And then he's got a couple little bulls. And his big bull is up at another farm right now servicing his cows. He's really nice and stays with the herd, but we like rent him out during these months because you really want to wait until like August, like July and August to have your cows bred, because then they'll be born in May and June. And May and June cows are a lot safer than April cows because it still gets so cold. And sometimes they'll have their calves in the snow and not really know enough to like put them somewhere dry. And if you don't know and they've been there all night, then sometimes they don't make it. So it's nice to have like late spring calves. I won't have to worry about that though, because I have barn cows that are spoiled. So I'll probably be sleeping in the barn when they're in labor. And then they'll be born in a nice, warm, dry environment. But I do have to do a lot more research into like milk sharing, because there's a way that you can wean the calves and just like share the milk with them instead of taking them from their moms. And my dad doesn't think it's a great idea because he's kind of like old-fashioned. So my grandmother too, but it's like a new wave of like more humane cat, and really they're spoiled. So I just think I'd have such a hard time taking their baby away. But I could just like sneak in and share the milk in the beginning. It's the stuff I think about.
So that has metal in it?
Yep. It's oh man, I can't think of the name right now.
Titanium?
There's a name for it. Electrocord or something. But yeah, there's just little wires that run through, and that's why you have to kind of be gentle on your fence too, because if you have any breaks in the wire, it lessens the voltage. That's not bad. So I'm gonna go around this way over here, and then I'm gonna end with my reel sitting on top of here, and this will support it because the rods aren't quite strong enough to hold the whole reel. Usually like to go on the inside, but every once in a while I'll get started and go on the outside. Doesn't really matter though.
And this is their pasture.
A little temporary pasture. It works out really well though. I mean, my dad has tons of permanent fencing because he has so many cows, but I really enjoy, like, for me there's nothing more satisfying than setting them out on like a brand new clean pasture, like especially where they're like you know, they sleep in the barn. His cows are wild. They're always outside, but for them, I feel like it's like bringing your dog to the park. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, here you go, girls. Like, enjoy. And they do. They run off kicking their heels, and they just munch grass all day long, and it's sweet.
And they chew their cud.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. They really just started doing that not very long ago. Like that I can notice. They might have been learning earlier, I thought. The tricky part will be figuring out how I'm going to do the cross fence. I might just make it one big fence and bank on the fact that they're going to eat a lot before they turn the corner. It takes them a while to find any like offshoots. Should have enough money. It was always the joke that you started haying when you were big enough to roll a hay bale. And it's true. Like, I was driving tractors down the main road to fields across town when I was like 15, 16, and it was not, I mean, it just was normal for us. We were kids that built fences for, well, back when we were kids, we had horses and just the one milking cow, but it's still, you're building pasture all the time and mucking stalls, and it's just a way of life. Bringing in firewood, at least 9 cords of firewood every single fall. And then when I was old enough, I split it and put it away with my 3 sisters. Well, my youngest sister was real young. I feel bad because she was young enough that like all of her help grew up and moved away. So like me and Kendra and Lexi, we did everything together because we were all 3 really close in age. So it was nice. You had a lot of help with work because there was 3 of us, but I don't know. We didn't really bother us. And I feel like now we all have really strong work ethics, so that's nice.